Would y'all say that's healthy? So this is part 2 of the fence rebuild project. This is a bit more of a how-to video. In some spaces I've got how I'm setting new posts, my modified methods, also correcting old posts that were laid over. And if you stick around long enough, you'll get to see a gorilla on a mini bike. Switched hats. My neck's getting sunburned. The sun's starting to really come on strong into March. And I have worked my way through the first pallet. What a pallet of 8-foot pickets looks like. I'm about a third of the way done. It looks like I've got 2 1/3 pallets left. So yesterday was my 4th full day working on it. But today's Easter, Christ is King, and that's as far as I've gotten.
Did it run out of gas?
I don't know. It's just getting warmed up good.
Yeah.
Well, Easter Sunday was over and it was time to get on moving this T-post rack. You might ask yourself, why do you have all these T-posts? And historically we've used them for pepper trellises and tomato trellises. Sometimes even for flower trellising. So I knew I was going to have to move all these fence pickets at some point, and I'm just about here, so I figured I'd start today moving this rack. I think I'm going to move it on the other side of the mushroom house. So I'm just going to be moving a bit of stuff today. All good stuff, no junk here. That's what I'm doing. I have a yearning for the country. Alright, let's see if we can move this thing. Andrea and I have made it our mission to sell our small farm. So we're getting everything cleaned up, fixing what needs to be fixed, and getting ready to put it on the market. Maybe. Found a lizard.
Found a lizard.
Not quite level, but just for T-posts. About every 3rd or 4th run, basically 4 feet, I'll come in here and sink 1 nail and level. That way I can still twist it pretty easily and just get it pretty level and come back and shoot more nails in it. Keep them level, keep them straight, looking good. Anyway, it's supposed to thunderstorm real bad tonight, so got the tractor parked under there. The truck has just been sitting for, I don't know, I think a couple weeks now. Hadn't really used it, but it is under the tree, and the sequoia's over there under the boat shed. I guess now it's the sequoia shed. All right. Still at it. We're almost to our walk-in cooler over here. It's a little tight squeeze, but plenty of space. It's a fence. So one of the big time sucks on this project has been switching nails. Gotta come in here, tap those two buttons, or just this release right here. Take out my 2-inch nails, 2 and 3/8. So I'm getting that much more holding power. So I think it's worth it. And that's what I'm doing. I'm just switching. I'll throw in another stack because I know it's going to take that much to do this overlapping boards. So it just takes, I don't know, 20 seconds. Maybe not that long if I'm really focused. Joint right at the top. Bing, bong. I could see that that wasn't right. So I scooted over with my foot. That's it. And we had pumpkins last fall. Composted them. Must not have done that great a job because the seeds all sprouted. Did y'all say that's healthy? I'm gonna try to keep that growing. See what happens, right? Will it make more pumpkins? Yeah. Hey, who else remembers corded chainsaws and screwdriver drills? Y'all remember that? This DeWalt 20 years ago would have weighed 5 pounds and had a cord attached to it. Now it's light, more powerful. It's crazy. Crazy, that one was ready. I need a 3-point. Dang, oh, I need to go higher. Go high. All right. Is everybody awake? I'm awake. That was the tough part. Not a lot of room for these 16-foot rails. I think I probably could have taken them in 2 passes as well. Did you see me tip?
Again? I saw you tip for sure.
Why do you think I tipped? Why do you think I tipped forward?
Because the thing you're carrying was too heavy.
That's right, it's too much weight in the front. Whenever I bought this tractor, I asked about them putting weight in my tires. Putting some liquid, I forget what they put in there, but something heavy. I think I need to go ahead and do that. These forks are meant for a skid steer, so I really need to change out my forks to some lighter forks. She likes to tip. How I'm making this odd left-handed cut, but down here I've been And normally there's not this piece of wire right here, but I'm gonna try not to get into it. Just hold it out with my leg, get it lined up, and I might even use my right hand to brace back here. Just gotta go straight down. That's the type of cuts I've been ending up with. Perfect type. Está bueno? I wanted to make sure I got some of the post setting on camera. I've just been digging the holes 2 feet and trying to make them about two post holes wide, putting my rails up so I have a good guide for the spacing, because the hardware that I have that I'm attaching is about 3/4 of an inch offset, where the ones that were existing were flat. So I had to make up for that by just having it bumped out just a little bit, and that's been good to keep the line straight. And I just get it just about where I want it, throw on the 4-foot level, and I'll start dumping concrete in the hole. And the reason I started with this was because the first few holes were so wet that I brought out my concrete mixer and everything, and it was not going to work. It would have been too wet. Pour a little in. I have a chunk of rebar. I'm getting the air pockets out. And I know I'm set right because I have my finger back there. All good. Just keep dumping it in there until it's full. And I'm good. Come back and just cover this up with debris so we don't have to get muddy shoes. From there, I'll throw on the hardware that goes on so it's absolutely set in the right place and it doesn't have to get jostled again. Screws in, it's a done deal. Well, hey, it's beginning of day 7 full days, something like that. Sun is bright, nice crisp morning, birds are chirping, and I gotta prune this bush a little bit so we can have easier access. Butterfly bush. Too, it's probably from the drop. I'll just take a big chunk out of this. You can see it clearly right here how the last post I did was plumb and how this one is leaning. Well, these all were much worse. Now they're level because I dug them out and pushed them over. The thing that I'm gonna do to help fix this right now, reconcrete all these, the last 10-foot post that I have is gonna go right here. You can see where I've cleverly put the 2-foot mark. So I dig 2 feet down and I know whenever to stop. So each one of these just got about 3/4 of a bag, and I got them pretty straight. You could tell they've probably been pushed over by the wind. I don't think that's going to happen with that reinforcement. This hole's pretty big, but what I'm going to do now is go ahead and put all these stringers up, or the horizontal braces. Then I'll know exactly where I need to set this post. Man, I did a pretty decent job ordering. This little bit right here, right there, and from here across. That's the rest of the 2x4s I need. I needed one more post. For whatever reason, I didn't count that one. I just had some old brackets that were being used before, but yeah, I just put these brackets and went ahead and framed out. Wish I would have had another post extension, but I didn't. It's ready for picket. This was Thursday. I'd been working on the project for going on 2 weeks, and we really wanted to go fishing on Friday. So I ended up working about 10 hours, maybe more, but got it done, got the gap filled in, and we were ready to go fishing. Almost done.
You got enough wood to finish?
Oh yeah, dusty up here. That's a lot of pickets. Ready? Whee!